I want to say absolutely welcome. Welcome to this ribbon cutting tour of our Police Activity League Center. I want to say a couple of welcomes, but a really appreciation. I'm sorry. Come on, Councilwoman Ingrid, you come on up here. That's okay. You're on time. So, the appreciation of the leaders, our council members, but I'm going to give that privilege of our Mayor Pro Tem to introduce them when she comes up and says a few words. The importance of who you are, our officers, our leaders, as well as the relationship. Fayetteville State University being here is important. Cumberland County Rec Center here is important. Our directors who are here supporting us is important. We've all worked together to make this day happen. We've been trying to figure out for a minute meaning over a couple of years, where can we put a location to make the impact that we need with our youth. And this location, working with Cindy Block, the Economic Development Director, Director Michael Gibson of Parks and Recs, figuring out this location. And when you get inside later on, you'll see just the start of what we're doing. So why are we here? You want to know the Police Activity League. What is it about? It is the world's foremost leader of engaging youth, cops, and community. It exists to aid the prevention of juvenile crime and violence by providing mentorship, civic and service, athletic, recreational enrichment, and educational opportunities and resources. PAL is based on the conviction that young people, if they are reached early enough, can cultivate strong positive attitudes towards law enforcement in their journey through life, with the goal of being that maturity, inclusiveness, and good citizenship. Studies have shown that if a young person engages and interacts with an officer on the ball field, a gym, or a classroom, the youth will likely come to respect the laws that officers enforce. This is beneficial to the youth, the officer, the neighborhood, and the business community. The Fayetteville Police Department, we're extremely excited to have this location in this major footprint partnership for growth, from Smith Recreation Center with the new playground, the new basketball court, and directly across from Fayetteville State for this partnership. So without further ado, let me introduce Mayor Pro Tem Kathy Jensen.
Good morning to everyone. What a great day it is to be in Fayetteville. Before I get started, I would like to introduce my colleagues on council. First, to my left, I have DJ Hare, which is a representative for District 4, which this is his district, and he has been giving me a lot of background about this building and things that have happened, and I know that he has been instrumental to get this building filled, and is it's a proud day for DJ today. Second, I would like to introduce Courtney Banks McLaughlin. She is with District 8, and Shaquila Ingram, Councilwoman Ingram, and she is from District 2. So welcome, and I think that this is their first ribbon cutting, am I correct? So this is a great day for them and a great cause. I also want to introduce our city manager, Doug Hewitt, which has been a true supporter of our youth. When I got on council about 6 years ago, he came in about the fourth year, and every time that we asked him to do something for the youth, he was on board. And that goes for Michael Gibson. I do not see him. I know that Michael has been very involved in this, and I think that this location has gone to 4 different places, maybe times 10. So we have finally found a place for our PAL program. I'm not going to be long, but I do want to tell a story about the PAL program. About 3 years ago, I was at a Pine Forest football game, and I saw a young gentleman out on the field, and he was a leader, and you could tell he was a leader. And I called up the chief and I said, we got to do something. We have to do something. He was trying to find his fit. And within 2 days, the PAL program came out and spoke to him at his school and put a path for him. Now, he was 18 years old, and it was hard to get him in, but they gave him a path and they gave him the knowledge of where to go. And he's in school right now, and I believe because of the PAL officers that came into that school and talked to him. So I would like to thank everybody for what they are doing. And with that said, I am going to turn it back over to, would you like to say a few words for a minute, Councilmember Hare? You got 1 minute.
You never give a preacher and a council member an opportunity, but I am, I'm very proud of this day. As I was telling our Mayor Pro Tem many years ago, when we were opening up resource centers throughout the city, of course, this was one of them. But I'm very thankful and honored that we have an opportunity to change this over, to give back to our kids, to give back to our children, to mentor them, to influence them. And as I was coming up, as the Lord was talking to me, he was just saying some kids just want a friend. Sometimes they just want somebody they can sort of confide in. And what better mentorship than our Fayetteville Police Department. So I'm very enthused today, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to say something. Chief?
Thank you. So before we get to the ribbon cutting, I would be remiss, truly remiss, if I didn't share a little bit about it. The people who know me know that I'm always looking for details. I'm always looking for pushing, but there's a wizard behind the madness that you think is quiet sometimes, but he's not. Is the fearless leader of the city manager. If you don't think that he's asking questions, telling us to go research, telling look, but he pushes us all in the city as a department head. So thank you, sir, for keeping pushing us and thinking of the ideas and being just excited as we are when we make these accomplishments. So without further ado, we got our scissors coming.
Scissors.
Wow.
Yeah, we got plenty of room down here.
Everybody got a face on
Yeah.
it? So you call it, madam.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
They cut.
Yes.
They cut. You just didn't see it.
It's your piece. And so you cut it through. That way you can take a piece of your first ribbon cutting.
Go ahead, let's cut it.
There you go. You got a piece of your first ribbon cutting. There you go. So without further, we'll get yours.
There we go.
So without further ado, let's welcome and come into our site. And then inside, we'll be able to ask whatever questions you have as we give you the tour. Absolutely. Kids are involved right now. Throughout the year, we have a 2-week program camp from the community that will come in and assist us because we have multiple classes to make sure.
So, you know.
Okay. Yeah.